The drama tsunami may have subsided, folks, but there's so much going on, with Nikita Dragun being exposed for apparently having mold in her makeup, JoJo Siwa coming out, and then that vegan teacher going after Gordon Ramsay and Gordon Ramsay responding. We're almost 1 month into 2021, and thankfully the world's burning just a little bit less. Irrelevant news. Joe Exotic recently tweeted about his disappointment that Donald Trump didn't pardon him before leaving office.
I was too innocent and too gay to deserve a pardon from Trump. I only mattered to Don Jr. when he needed to make a comment about me to boost his social media post. Boy, were we all stupid to believe he actually stood for equal justice. His corrupt friends all come first.
Folks, Joe Exotic is just angry that Trump didn't pardon him. Everybody knows that Trump doesn't put his friends first. He puts them first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way down to 1,000 and then stretch that to infinity.
For the record, all I ever asked for was the truth and evidence to be told in my defense. All the big stuff, limos, jets, and buses was not my idea, nor did I rent them. Now can we please concentrate on exposing the corruption, and what they really did to me was wrong.
That's totally fine, but I think everybody still wants to know, where the hell can you rent a limo like that? Because a truck like that should not exist. And speaking of Donald Trump leaving office, climate activist Greta Thunberg also had a lot of thoughts about this.
He seems like a very happy old man, looking forward to a bright and wonderful future. So nice to see.
Well, it's great to see that the internet continues to live up to its promise, where even the president of the United States gets dunked on by a teenager. But Greta wasn't the only one dunking on Trump on his last day.
I'm just here to help. We did it, Joe.
Rihanna's gonna need a hand taking out the trash, folks, because there's a lot to clean up. Starting with a button that Donald Trump had at the Resolute desk, which would summon a butler bringing a Diet Coke on a silver platter. I wish that was a joke. But perhaps the best post to come out of the inauguration are Katy Perry's 4 photos, which she posted to Twitter, which for some reason made it seem like she has a tiny head. She immediately deleted the post and reposted it with a different layout, but the memories will last forever, folks. And speaking of memories, Kylie Jenner recently went on a nice COVID vacation in Mexico with her sister Kendall and her friend Stasi Baby and a whole bunch of other people, and they made sure to not post a location on their pictures because the stigma around COVID vacations is so unfortunately big, which is clearly unfair, folks, because these COVID trips are as essential as pulling an alligator's tail. And speaking of essential things, Kylie Jenner also did the essential public service of addressing her shower controversy.
I keep seeing on the internet my shower.
Folks, Kylie is absolutely entitled to be annoyed that people are memeing her shower because she literally is the one who posted it on the internet.
Sorry, it cut out. I'm not trying to waste water, but this is my water pressure. It's amazing. Thank you, everyone, for your concern.
Woo, folks, what a relief. I wasn't being able to sleep at night thinking that Kylie Jenner lived in a $35 million mansion but had awful water pressure. For a second there, I almost thought she was a regular person. Just like Olivia Jade, who recently returned to YouTube.
Obviously did my Red Table Talk interview, and I think if you have any questions for me, or you have anything to say, or you're like, why are you back? You can go watch that interview.
Folks, I feel so happy right now because I am prepared for this brand new video by Olivia Jade. I have watched the Red Table Talk interview and I have left with a whole lot of questions. Mission accomplished.
I think I kind of disclosed what I thought I needed to say on there.
Hey, quick little editor's note, because I didn't want this to come across the wrong way, and I just rather say something and make the video look a little weird.
I don't know about you folks, but I absolutely love videos that talk around in circles and absolutely fail to address the point that they're supposed to address. That's why I absolutely loved the latest episode of Ryland Adams' podcast, where he was supposed to address the whole situation with Trisha Paytas, but I actually left the video dumber.
I don't mean to say that in a dismissive way or a pretentious way. I think what I was trying to get across was that I felt like the thing I wanted to do the most was apologize for so long, and I felt like I got to do that at Red Table.
And that's on having a good publicist.
And so, although I can't change the past, I can change how I act and what I do going forward. I just didn't want anybody to take it the wrong way and seem like I was being like, oh, I went on Red Table and now my name's cleared. Like, no, that's not it.
She's right, it's not it, even though it is. But she said it's not, so it's not. Because when you think about it, it makes sense, as long as you don't really think about it. Like fixing a flat tire with a skateboard.
But just for my own mental sanity, I don't want to keep rehashing things. I just want to move on and do better and move forward and come back and do what I love, which is YouTube. So you don't have to watch, nobody's forcing you, but I didn't want that to be misread.
Well, thank you, Olivia. We appreciate your explanation for why you're not explaining anything. And now on to someone who definitely has a lot of explaining to do, Jake Paul, who at this point we can only assume has a death wish.
I have a Conor McGregor sandwich, please. Want a chicken sandwich, all right? Chicken sandwich!
Hi, I'm Jake Paul. We're here at Raising Cane's, and I love all chickens. Besides Conor McGregor, he's the world's biggest chicken.
Folks, I knew I recognized Jake Paul from somewhere. He is literally a real-life version of Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
Connor, you were just talking about me in the media saying if it makes money, it makes sense.
YouTube kid, so it done good business. As they say, if it makes dollars, it makes sense.
I offered you $50 million. You're getting paid $5 to fight Dustin Poirier. I think you're a chicken.
Wow, folks, this display of smack talking is as incredible as Jake Paul's boxing skills, and someday he will end up using those skills on the right person.
Feeling Nate, are you gonna fight Jake? No, I'm scared of him. I hurt my knee and I can't box. Oh, well, I'm a chicken, so I'm not gonna fight him either. What are you, Connor? A chicken?
Are we watching a rerun? Because it feels like we're seeing the same joke over and over and over again.
You have never been offered $50 million to fight someone, and meanwhile you're sparring guys that get knocked out by this dude. Grab him, Dylan! You suck.
Now, folks, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Jake Paul has lost his mind. He keeps insulting one of the most well-trained killing machines in the world. But let me tell you something, folks. There's a very specific reason why Jake Paul keeps doing this literally every single day. He just took out some really expensive life insurance.
Yo, you see that?
Oh yeah, he's a bitch.
Bro.
These are the memories, folks, that Jake Paul will end up someday reminiscing on in the afterlife. Oh, by the way, folks, did you notice that Jake Paul was just literally chilling at the beach in Miami? You know who else loves the beach?
Catherine McBroom, you ready for our next trip?
Folks, you gotta understand, the Ace family lives by a strict influencer code. One COVID vacation isn't enough. You gotta at least have one every other month. How else are they supposed to keep spreading the big Rona? Preferably like maskless queen Nikita Dragun, right? Who was recently exposed for having some itty-bitty little things in her makeup.
You guys, I'm filming right now, and I think there is mold in this setting spray I'm trying. What the fuck is that? That legit looks like mold.
Oh, that is such an exaggeration. That is totally not mold. That is just, you know, some things floating around that you should put on your skin and it'll definitely make it better. And I say that as somebody who's not a doctor.
There was a small batch of my setting spray that malfunctioned and crystallized ever so slightly inside of the bottle.
Ah, whew. Well, thank goodness, folks. Personally, I never knew that crystals could look like mush floating around in water, but I guess I was wrong.
But you know, anyone will do anything to try to get a view these days, even though they're still irrelevant.
Wow, Nikita Dragun going hard on the shade on Cole's World, the person who exposed the makeup flaw. At the end of the day, folks, that is exactly how you handle this type of situation. You call the person who is bringing awareness to a flaw in your product a clout chaser. Too bad brands like Samsung never thought of that strategy when their phones were blowing up.
I love criticism because I want to learn and grow. However, those individuals not even on my PR list who intentionally go out of their way and try to be dramatic and rude to get views, like you couldn't even see the email because you're not even on the PR list. That's not how you gain success, boo-boo.
I love that Nikita standing up for the principle that the customer is always wrong. You rarely see people do that nowadays. Maybe that's why Nikita got banned from TikTok.
I'm banned from TikTok. I'm quitting then. Oh my god, no, please. The problematic sisters must live on.
Folks, I feel so sad that Nikita Dragun got banned from TikTok, and they didn't even have the common courtesy to actually take her account down and ban her, nor did they have the common courtesy to ban Nikita from commenting. Folks, this has to be one of the most unfair bans that I have seen in my entire life. Folks, we need to free Nikita Dragun so she can go back to not pretending like she's banned. And speaking about makeup gurus and TikTok, James Charles recently had a lot to say about his TikTok friends.
I obviously am a very busy person, and if I'm going to spend my time with people, it's going to be people that I enjoy being around. I do not need clout. I'm doing just fine on my own. Thank you very much.
Folks, of course James Charles is looking to make friends on TikTok. They just happen to be all the top TikTokers. It was a happy accident.
Literally everybody that I'm friends with from the TikTok world is within like 1 to 2 years of me, if not older. Like, I'm only 21, but I feel like because I've been here for a while, a lot of people assume that I'm just like way older, but that's not the case.
That's right, folks. Just completely ignore the fact that the person that people had a problem with James having a friendship with is Charli D'Amelio. She may be 16, but she has 100 million followers, so it's okay.
Joining this space at 16 years old, it was really hard for me to make friends because everybody else my age was either finishing school or was, you know, out here in Hollywood going to parties every single night and getting drunk and high, which, you know, to each their own, but that was just not the scene that I wanted to be surrounded with.
So James surrounded himself with these folks, and it worked out super well.
Is that bad?
Well, I guess there's no better way to explain the situation other than with shade. And switching gears, but not going too far from James Charles, JoJo Siwa recently uploaded a TikTok that started a big conversation.
Cause baby, you were born this way.
Am I the only one who has a feeling that JoJo's trying to tell us something?
I'm so happy for you. Is this her coming out? I'm so proud of her. OMG. If this is what I think it is, we accept you, of course. OMG, this is making me so happy. So are you or what? The people have questions.
Now, folks, let's not jump to conclusions. It appears like JoJo Siwa is coming out, but we don't really know. She didn't outright say it. If only there were another TikTok that implied the same thing.
Baby, now you're one of us.
JoJo created that TikTok with the Pride House LA, which is an LGBTQ plus content house here in Los Angeles, folks. And I think it's pretty clear that she's saying,
now you're one of us.
Now, it seems like JoJo did come out, but in case she didn't, I hope that she's very happy, regardless of what is actually happening. And it's great to see how much support she's been receiving after posting these videos. Now, someone who is not very happy is the vegan teacher.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan
as long
donut.
as you're vegan from now on.
How incredibly insensitive of Gordon Ramsay to take a huge bite out of a burger right in front of the vegan teacher. He should get detention for that.
The day Gordon Ramsay duetted me, I fell to my knees and cried.
Oh, the agony just tugs at your heartstrings, doesn't it? And now a palate cleanser. Anyway, defenders, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. Every like will be another good day on the internet. I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below what you think I want to know. Check out these videos right here. They're good too. Make sure to wash your hands out, touch your faces. Stay away from stupid people. Have an amazing day, defenders. I love all of you. Peace.